Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss the topic on introduction to computing in very easy language. First we are talking about computing. So what is meant by computing? Computing means it is an operation that involves processing of data by making use of computer. To use a computer and perform computations, we need different components that are present in it. Then what is meant by computer? A computer is an electronic device which may be used to perform various computations involving arithmetic and logical operations. As seen in the figure, the major components in a computer are CPU, input devices, output devices, and memory. These components interact with each other using buses. Central Processing Unit. The CPU is the unit in which all processing activities take place. The CPU is classic example of very large scale integrated electronic circuit that consists of arithmetic and logic unit, the control unit and some registers. What is meant by VLSI? VLSI refers to an IC or technology with many devices on a chip. ALU. It is a digital circuit used to perform arithmetic and logic operations. Control unit. It is a component of a CPU that directs the operation of processor. Then registers. It is a reserved word type modifier hint and storage class. This figure shows you layout of a CPU. The ALU contains circuits using which various arithmetic and logical operations may be executed. This circuit includes adders, subtractors, comparators like for comparison of operands, etc. As you know, the CPU also known as the brain of a computer. It is the unit which is responsible for generating control signals. These control signals control the working of the various components within a computer. The register present inside the CPU may be considered to be a set of high-speed storage devices meant to serve as working memory for the ALU. Some of these registers are assigned the task holding special data or instructions. Some registers are known as special purpose registers, whereas others are known as a general purpose registers. The unit present inside the CPU interact with each other through an internal bus. Signals created by CPU are also control the activities of the various components within the CPU. Apart from the internal bus, three other buses also interface the CPU. The control bus carries control signals generated by CPU to the memory and all the peripherals. The address bus carries an address to locate a word in a memory. Finally, the data bus is used to carry data and information to and from between the components of the computer. In addition to the unit mentioned so far, modern day CPUs are also equipped with the high speed on-chip memory units known as the cache memory. Then, input devices. Input devices are ones through which users are allowed to input data and other instructions to the computer. The most popular choices for the input devices are keyboard and the mouse. Other examples include scanner, readers, etc. Most input devices are electromechanical in nature. Output devices. Just as input devices are used to convey messages to the computer, output devices are used by the computer to convey messages back to the users. The most common output devices that almost all computers have is the monitor. The monitor is used to display the result of the computations, messages, etc. Other examples of the output devices are printers, speaker, plotters, etc. The input and output devices are sometimes known as peripheral devices. Their auxiliary devices may be connected to a computer and used. They are auxiliary because their existence within a computer is not mandatory, unlike the CPU or the memory. Memory unit is the component of a computer that serves data storage purposes. These units are of varying access speed and volatility. Access speed refers to the time taken to store data from the memory. Volatility refers to the duration time or the conditions under which data is stored in the memory. Based on these characteristics feature, the computer's memory may be categorized into different types. As shown in the figure, the memory is broadly classified into primary memory and the secondary memory. The primary memory, also known as the main memory, It's so called because the CPU can directly interact with it through the data bus and address bus. Main memory is of two major types, the random access memory and the read-only memory. The RAM is volatile memory that stores instructions and data related to the program currently being executed. The RAM is volatile because it would lose all the information stored in it as soon as the power of the computer is switched off. Unlike the RAM, which allows both the read and write operations, the ROM is read only non volatile memory. The ROM does not permit any write operation and is non volatile because the information stored in it would be retained even after the computer has been switched off. The ROM houses the Bootstrap loader. The Bootstrap loader is a system software that is responsible for loading the memory resident portion of the operating system from the secondary memory into the RAM once the computer has been switched on and the power on the self test, which is also known as post, has been conducted. The secondary memory is also known as auxiliary memory. It is a large depository of non-volatile storage space that can store information for as long as we want. In this respect, it's worth mentioning that secondary memory is slower compared to the access of the primary memory. The hard disks, flash drives, etc. are the examples of the secondary memory.